looks like Yamashita is using the 300s very well to escape. Oh. Roster, yes. He's having quite a hard time with all these 300s in front, huh? Because look at that, we have 44 cars on one track. You don't find it anywhere else in the world. Well, in Le Mans you have it, in WEC you may have it, but it's a different story here. It's the most challenging and competitive GT car racing. So we see all these 500 class cars with the lights telling the 300s to go away. But you know, we have the pros in 300 class. Oh, they realize Nissan, the 24 car of the 500 class, got a drive-through penalty. Why is that? Oh, they did some, at the start. They did something wrong at the start. Maybe they overtook a car when they did not cross the line. That is not allowed. That might be one option. We will see what the reason is. That is a pity. You lose so many seconds when you go through the pit lane. Bad luck, I guess. So we have all these 500 cars trying to find their ways through the 300 cars. The two NSX, the 16 module NSX and the Keihin NSX is the 17 car having a close fight. Still doing here, Roster and Yamashita. So the Lexus cars, they all have slightly soft tires, whereas the 12 cars, Sonic, I believe they have medium to hard tires. So he might get a bit quicker while doing the laps. We will see. And we also have the 8 car here, the ARTA. Izawa is the starting driver. Alright, so we have the information about the 24 realized GTR car. They did overtake before the start line, so that's here you go. They are being penalized because of that overtake. Didn't he see the car in front of him? Why? Sometimes happens, but I hope he can catch up while doing the race. It's Jan Mardenborough from Wales. Still struggling. James, you are struggling with the 300 cars. Watch out, the 8 car is coming from behind. Izawa, ARTA, NSX. Talking to him today, he did say that we will start with hard tires and not many issues. The race is going to be fine. That's what he said to my interview. So looks like the pace is okay. Ooh, Ooh, so looking at the 300 class, there is the 300 class. Oh, the 2 leaders of the 300 and 500. However, Hoppy, what happened? You have only 0.7 seconds to your P2 to the 96 car. Nita Morio. Ooh, that is going to be close. I am pretty sure that there was a team radio to Sato to care for the tires because he was pushing pretty hard. I think that's what is happening. And dude, Nita is pretty quick. Or the other way around, maybe the 96 car, they started with hard tires. And now it's, you know, the tires are warmed up and they are gaining speed. That is possible too. So it's all about strategy. It's the truth, we will know everything after the race. Before most of them, they won't answer the truth to the journalists. So that's a fun thing for us who are watching. It's a fun thing to just, you know, predict and talk about who is having which tires and who's gonna do what strategy. And yeah, that's the fun part of Super GT. Ooh, it's getting pretty close. However, I think, yeah, Sato is having a little bit of luck with the 500 cars who are getting in between. So we have the number 1 car. Yamamoto is driving. He was double champion of last season, Super GT and Super Formula. That doesn't happen a lot. I think it's the 4th time, or yeah, something like that. A driver did a double champion in 1 year. And obviously his partner, you know, is Jensen Button. Okay, going back to the number 6 car, Wako's LC500 Yamashita. Where did James go? He did quite back down. They have a 4-second gap now. What happened, Roster? I thought you were pushing. Look at this. Hatsune Miku AMG. We have a lot of fans all over the world. Hatsune Miku AMG. Kataoka is driving. They're on P8. And the 55 ARTA NSX is coming from behind. The ARTA NSX, they are showing quite a good constant performance throughout the season. Okayama was good, and also Fuji was good too. So they are leading the championship board. Pretty close. They have a gap of 0.5 seconds. That can be overtaken in just an instant. Watch out, Kataoka. Your fans are watching. I got a tweet on my Twitter account that a huge fan of the 4 car of the Hatsune Miku car from Russia said happy birthday back then in Fuji. So a lot of fans abroad. Hatsune Miku is a figure, as you can see on the machine on the car with the, how do you say, greenish turquoise colored hair. Very famous. Oh, that is close going into the first corner. Fukuzumi, he is, how do you say it, boiling, I guess. He really wants to show what he can do, because he is obviously satisfied to be competing in this championship. But what did happen here? That was an overtake from Modulo NSX. No, he got out of the track a little bit, maybe irritated by the Purius and side by side, but no, he could not overtake. The yellow car is the Toyota Prius. Alright, back to the 500 class. There's Kartikian. A lot of fans all over the world. I mean, you know, for all the Formula One enthusiasts, you obviously know him. It's his first season. He's a rookie. It's kind of, you know, it sounds funny if you say that, but Kartikian is a rookie in Super GT. And I believe it's the first race for him to be racing in a full dry condition. We will see how it works out with him. Because I believe he is not really familiar with the touring cars, so it's his first time, I guess, to be driving. Oh, that is pretty close. That was just a touch. The Denso 39 car and the 17 Keihin NSX. We have a slight change in temperature. It's going up. Air temperature 30 degrees and track temperature 38 degrees. I know the reason. So we had qualifying yesterday. Yesterday, the track temperature was around 45-ish. Much higher than today because the sun was shining. And today, the track temperature is not that high. I mean, it's more than 7 degrees difference. And speaking about the temperature range of the tires in Super GT racing, it's when the temperature, you know, differs for like 5 temperatures, 5 Celsius, then you need some other tires, they say. So maybe the prediction for this final round, a lot of teams got it right, because right now I don't see many, you know, issues or machines which are backing down. It's just the Michelins are not seen in the top 10 cars. That's just one point. Maybe the Michelins, they didn't get the tires right. Maybe. That's only one prediction. You never know. So we have a battle here for P7. We have a battle of the Motul NSX with Muto and Heikki Kovalainen with the 39 Denso LC500. Oh, nah, here he goes. Taking off, that was quick. That was easy. Nice overtaking, Heikki. And his new partner, Nakayama, having his pose. You call it gatsupozu in Japanese. Yeah, show the gut. Gatsupozu. That's what we do a lot. Back to the 300s. We still have the same P1, P2, P3. It's Hoppy, K-Tunes, RCF, and Subaru. No, Subaru is hanging in there. I think, yeah, the tires are doing good. It's getting better and better. Last year they had the podium, but they had quite, they you know, did almost flat out their tires. That was pretty close and almost dangerous, they said, because they did only 2 tires change at the pit stop. Maybe they're going to do it again this year. Maybe not. We will see. So we find ourselves at lap 13, which means that in about 4 or 5 laps, it's the minimum. So the regulations say that you have to, one driver has to drive 1/3, so around 33%, 1/3 of the whole race, one driver has to drive, which means that the minimum for this race will be the 52 divided by 3, which makes it to 17, 18, about, I guess.